A wise man once said, buy altcoins so you make gains to convert them into Bitcoin. And what if I told you, I'm not bullish anymore? I'm mega bullish. You might be wondering, which garbage coins are about to pump? I'm just gonna give it to you right away. I'm not gonna make you wait. I'll give you the answer right now. All of them. So if you understand that not only are we about to receive life-changing and potentially wife-changing, heck, maybe even gender-changing gains, get subscribed and buy any absolute garbage coins or Bitcoin using any of the links below. And without any further ado, let's just dump on in. In a real alt season, which I'm gonna make the case for, as we're seeing things really accelerate right now, everybody eats. As you can see, it's gains galore. And the thing is, you're not gonna be wondering where you're gonna make gains. You're gonna be wondering when to take profits and do some rotating. And this has been in the making for years. A true alt season, a true ascending triangle, ascending wedge. Things are ready, the boosters are ready. This thing's gonna get absolutely banana mode. As DJ on X says, imagine if ETH BTC pulls off a move like back in 2021. Again, whether or not you like ETH, it doesn't matter. If you hold any altcoins in your portfolio, ETH is what you want to be looking at right now, especially in this phase of alt season and the bull market. The total 3 chart has begun lifting off, just like we've seen during the 2018 to 2021 rally. And this time, many are saying this could be bigger than ever. ETH is also currently outperforming Bitcoin in the third quarter. We have just begun the third quarter, right? It's only been a few weeks. But if this trend continues, clearly alt season is about to get a lot more banana mode. In Q1 of 2025, Bitcoin outperformed, and same in Q2. Q3, however, ETH is looking pretty good. And especially as we head in, we just started the second half of this year, which is likely to be the most explosive. We're getting so many signals that alts are finally starting to present us with maximum gains. Gains potentially bigger than you could ever imagine. ETH, again, specifically is kind of the key here. With an ETH supply shock after switching from proof of work to proof of stake, this is the first real bull market where this could be tested. Gains are coming. Gains are coming big time. And the altcoin season index just hit about 51 on the chart here. Being up here is where true alt season begins. We're about halfway there, but you see, this is the key. Look how fast we've moved from Bitcoin season to altcoin season. Right now it's Bitcoin season just a couple of weeks ago. Now we're halfway in between those two. And things can get really a lot pumpier. I mean, we see how Bitcoin pumps. When altcoins pump, it's even faster and harder. But they also dump faster and harder as well, but that's just the name of the game. The biggest alt season in history is coming. That also means, though, as I just said, the crash will likely be just as big. This is roughly where alts are, according to this post. And my point is that, what I think is just that, yeah, I think alts are very overdue for some actual very, very quick pumping. And this is, again, not to really spread FOMO, but like when alts are doing this, you don't have a lot of time to get in. You don't want to be dilly-dallying. You don't want to be playing with your toes, rubbing your belly button all day, okay? This only comes around every couple of years, these alt seasons. So if you're sitting there with your finger up your butt, just eating Cheetos and saying, oh, I'll just get in when things really start pumping, it's not the best strategy. You kind of want to be ready and involved. Well, actually, when do you want to be involved? Now. You want to be involved a month ago. You want to be involved for the last year, basically. I mean, actually, to be honest, you want to be involved year round so you can just kind of track the market and try to, always stay aware of what's happening. But, if you're one of those people that pops in every time you see altcoins all over the headlines, well, one, a lot of those people are about to be rushing back now because things are finally heating up. And even specifically, as I'm looking at this chart right now, this is the entire crypto market minus Bitcoin. So the total 2 chart. Look at this, guys. After this rejection we got back in December of 2024 at about 1.65 trillion. We're at 1.55 trillion. 2 weeks ago, we were at 1.13 trillion. When this breaks 1.65 trillion, breaks the previous highs here, And then also when it moves above the previous all-time highs from November of 2021, there's only one thing I think that's going to happen, and that's this: bone mode. Bone chillingly up mode. So the point here, be saving that money, be using that money on crypto, right? If you want to maximize your investment. And then if you want to like get some Cheetos and then, go to your kid's baseball game and buy your wife some juice or something, yeah, definitely save some money for that, I guess. But it's crypto time. Once every couple years, it's crypto time. Don't waste it. We also see the bull is not over, but we are in the last 3 to 6 month window. Rationality, euphoria, outrageous announcements and developments are coming. And as 941 on X says, all of this will stir much excitement and joy in the minds of every market participant. Euphoria is coming. This is how things get big. Absolutely. And we also see that Trump media has accumulated over $2 billion in Bitcoin and Bitcoin-related securities. Trump media plans to continue acquiring Bitcoin to convert into Bitcoin options, or its options into spot Bitcoin. Basically another 2 billion Bitcoin that will not move for a while. And is Trump potentially front-running a U.S. strategic reserve? It's possible. And not only is it possible, it's big. And did I mention how big it was? Because it's very big. Now, here we go. We just opened, as of the last couple hours here, we have just opened another 14-day candle, a bi-weekly candle, after having the largest red bi-weekly candle on the Bitcoin dominance chart that we've seen since going back to literally the last alt season in 2021. Now, this is not an absolute confirmation for sure that this is the beginning of alt season, but there are so many signs, more so than ever in this entire last couple of years, so many signs actually telling us that yes, actually, this is likely the beginning of alt season. And Bitcoin dominance is that number one chart to look at. Now, with all of that being said, Bitcoin still looks really strong, okay? Bitcoin still looks good. It's sitting right under its all-time highs that were just set a couple of days ago. How's the stock market looking? Well, the SPX, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, all up today, all at all-time highs, just sitting there. Very strong. US dollar plummeting, as we've been discussing, was the most likely scenario when Trump took office, exactly at the beginning of 2025, exactly as predicted. It's exactly what's happened. Currently, the US dollar is at 97.8 in terms of the DXY. XRP, as I'm sure many of you know, is at all-time highs. Ethereum looks the best that it's looked in so long. Even the ETH BTC chart looks fantastic, right? And pretty much things look really good. I mean, look across your screen. I'm sure you're tracking a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin's up a couple percent, and a lot of these top alts are up 5 to 20%. Cardano's up about 7%. Matic is about 4 or 5%. XRP is up about 6%. Render's up 7%. A lot of these top coins. You go down the list, really, again, the major thing to be looking at is the total 2 chart. We can also look at the total 3 chart, which excludes ETH as well. That all-time high was set, actually, I think we did break or touched right on the all-time high back in December as well. That was initially set back all the way in November of 2021. But getting above 1.15 trillion for the entire market, minus Bitcoin and minus ETH, is the beginning of true altcoin explosion. And obviously, the entire crypto market, as of just the last few weeks, has hit a new all-time high, largely led by Bitcoin. But specifically, right in this area here, these last 2 or 3 weekly candles, alts are adding a lot to that valuation now as well. So truly, again, so many signals. Not only that, we're seeing all these signals that altcoin season is starting, but we're also seeing a bunch of signals that are saying that the Bitcoin bull run, any of these top indicators, which there's dozens of them, none of them are signaling that the bull run is over yet. And really, if things are going to look anything like they've looked in the past in terms of these bull markets, they truly can't really end in a frothy explosion meltdown until alts absolutely go banana mode. And as we see here, alts haven't even hit all-time highs in terms of their total 2 or total 3 chart. The total cryptocurrency market has, but that's primarily only because of Bitcoin. When you take out Bitcoin out of the equation, a lot of alts have a lot to gain. And as I said earlier in the video, what alts do you have to buy to make gains? Guys, making gains is not going to be the problem. You can buy anything, basically. What's the problem that 90+% of people are going to run into is that they're not going to take profits. They're not going to rotate into Bitcoin or whatever their strategy is. They're just going to keep letting it sit because they think it'll go up forever, and it likely won't, right? Nothing goes up forever. There's always pullbacks, always corrections, always bear markets. But at the end of the day, you got to go big or go even bigger. And get signed up with any exchanges below if you do want to buy altcoins. Without any further ado,